The Nairobi governor, Johnson Sakaja, the handsome man with dimples, as many have described him. In fact, many just voted him in, especially persons of the feminine gender, because of his looks. But majority voted him in because he said Nairobi itawak, Nai lazima iwak. He is slowly realizing that it is easier said than done. And it is either Governor Sakaja has realized that he must stand and make hard decisions, or he has decided that he's not interested in contesting for the second time in 2027. Because if you look at how people are talking, it's not the man they knew when he was campaigning. Apparently, there is something that has really vexed the governor. And he's saying that some people are mistreating the city askaris, otherwise known as Kanjo. There was one incident where these city askaris were arresting people, and some felt that they were using excessive force. And the comedian Eric Omondi took pictures and videos and warned Sakaja to be very careful as his people handles the common mwananchi. This did not go down well with Sakaja, and as a result, he issued some stray orders that has really elicited a lot of backlash, because many feel that he either talked out of anger or he has lost touch with the people. And Sakaja is warning that moving forward, anyone who will try to harass his askaris and or taking pictures or videos or both must be arrested. Yes, you heard me right. Kindly listen to Sakaja.
Zile siku Kanjo walikuwa nafukuzana na hawkers kukimbia town siku mzima. Has it ever happened? No. There are no running battles. There are none. But a few people, because wanatafuta clout, wanatafuta kusensationalize kitu, unashika mtu anatupa vitu yake, sijui ma social media coming to record ati huwa ameshikwa. Kwani mtu akifanya kitu mbaya anafaa imbie wimbo? Order must be maintained. We want a city of order. Na hiyo watu kwa record shika hapo pia. Yes. That is obstruction of enforcement of justice. Don't think that do your work, do the right thing. Mbona wanachokoza nyinyi? Ushaona wakirekodi polisi? Kwani wanafikiri nyinyi nani? What you're doing is needed. Let no one dharau you at all.
In that very short clip, I don't know what your views are by the orders that have been given by the governor, but I want us to continue this discussion. Allow me very shortly to request you to subscribe to our channel so that we can grow together. Click the notification bell and help us share videos. I always say that you can also give this video a like so that it can spread to many people. To our subscribers and those who support us in one way or the other, wherever you are, just know that from my heart, I'm not taking it for granted. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to read a few comments that people gave Governor Sakaja when this went on Twitter. But I must say this. In the line of duty, both the two parties must respect each other. When the city askaris come to arrest the common mwananchi who voted for Sakaja, they must do that with a lot of decorum. But the common man must also respect the city askaris on their line of duty. And please share with me your experience with the city askaris, because if they are the very, very people we have known over the years, then these people are beasts, for lack of a better description. But some of the comments that Sakaja got were, Amoga Halwale is saying, Kanjo can, from the blues, arrest you in town and demand a bribe in the name of you tried to record them. He's commenting because now the governor has opened a Pandora's box. Duke of Bungoma is saying, a point of interest. Do Kanjos undergo any training? I've always wanted to know I had a friend who told me that they always go for training, whether they follow such training or it is half-baked training, I don't know, because those people harass. Whether harassment is part of their training, I don't know. So this guy is asking, do they undergo training? Now, this other person called another Duke of saying Nairobi lazima iwaka, and then hii kiburi tutamaliza 2027. Tumeona wengi bwana, Team University graduate. I don't know whether this is Babu Wino's person or something. Then this person is asking, face punishment under which penal code? That is how stolen exotic degree reasons. This guy feels that the governor is still facing questions over his degree. And the other person is saying here, everyone knows that Kanjos do not, everyone knows what Kanjos do to Nairobians. You forget that you are in office to serve Nairobians. So Kanjos are now equal to police, and are they enforcing justice? People are just wondering. And one person is saying here that the city is way too big for one man to govern. If he thinks recording of a crime is a crime, how can we get real boroughs in Nairobi? So people have a choice. And is going ahead to describe that a borough, I don't know that I read it rightly, is a town that has its own government. It also can be a part of a big city that has powers of self-governance. And then the last one, this guy is saying, talk of power, drunk governor. You arrest someone for recording the devious city askaris mistreating hustlers. Sakaja surely. So this guy is reminding him that it is the hustlers who took him to office. I must repeat that Kanjos are doing their jobs. But their job, if they come to arrest, let it remain that, arresting, if though the askaris. We will respect them. But harassment is not allowed anywhere. But Governor Sakaja must understand that he will regret this kind of order, because Kanjos will now get an avenue of extortion. They just get you with your phone, because you could be passing around. They catch you, they tell you you are trying to arrest us, but because you have your phone, they will start harassing and beating people. What about the people who record them genuinely? Because I thought there is that freedom. If you know very well that what you're doing is the right, you're doing it in the right way, you are arresting people for reasons that you know they have broken the law or something. Why are you afraid when people are trying to capture them using cameras? I don't think this is right, because they can just will pounce on you and start breaking your phones. Sakaja must be very careful. These orders, how I wish that tomorrow he clarifies, because this is not the way to go. This is trying to muzzle people. This is part of the press. And if it continues like this, then I don't know what will happen next. If real policemen are being captured when they're arresting people, and sometimes they allow you, they say, we are arresting him and we are taking him to maybe the police station, you take. What about just city askaris? And you know, these are people who are also being paid by taxpayers' money. They are doing their work. But if they are harassing people, they are using excessive force, Governor Sakaja must know that they will be captured. They must. This cannot happen. And in fact, that's why I was saying that it is either Governor Sakaja has decided he wants to exercise his authority. This is positive energy placed in the wrong way, or he's sure that he's not going to contest for the second time, because he's losing touch with the Nairobians who elected him. Why? You cannot put Kanjos before the people who elected you when you said Nae Itawak. And I believe that Sakaja has got better things to do. He must protect his askaris. These are also human beings. And when they go to a certain estate and they're being chased using, you know, some weapons, it is not allowed. These are also human beings. They are Kenyans. Ni baba ya mtu ama mama ya mtu anajitafutia, anatafutia watoto wake. But when they try to use excessive force, this must be brought to book. In fact, Sakaja should appreciate the fact that people capture these live, because with that, he will be able to see how his askaris are dealing with people. The fact that they have gone for training does not mean they cannot mistreat, and we have a very poor background record of these Kajos harassing people. Sakaja should appreciate where we have come from, the value of social media. Because today he will block it, tomorrow he will find himself on the receiving end. So let Sakaja be very careful. He was a Democrat when he was a senator. In fact, he had been labeled a super senator. But I don't know whether it is power that has made him drunk. I find it very bad because we have come a long way for Kenyans to be allowed to now start recording people. Recording really helps a lot. Were it not for recording, some of atrocities that have been committed in Kenya, meted on people would have not been known. It reminds me when the Azimio was fraternity was going for demonstrations, and there was an attempt to block the media from covering what was happening. The freedom of the press, the freedom of the media, whether private or these established media groups, cannot be curtailed. And Sakaja, please think twice. And that's my take.